The 5 love languages are 5 different ways of expressing and receiving love. Words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Not everyone communicates love in the same way, and likewise, people have different ways they prefer to receive love. The concept of love languages was developed by Gary Chapman, Ph.D., in his book The 5 Love Languages: The Secret to Love That Lasts, where he describes these 5 unique styles of communicating love, categories he distilled from his experience in marriage counseling and linguistics. If your love language is acts of service, you value when your partner goes out of their way to make your life easier. It's things like bringing you soup when you're sick, making your coffee for you in the morning, or picking up your dry cleaning for you. If your partner perceives love in terms of acts of service, here's 5 tips to make them feel loved. 1. Show, don't tell. For people who prefer this love language, actions speak far louder than words ever will. 2. Realize that no act is irrelevant. Small tasks such as vacuuming, doing laundry, or taking out the trash can mean everything to your loved one. 3. Don't drop the ball. Always follow through with whatever tasks you say you'll do. 4. Embrace spontaneity. The most meaningful acts of service are done without any planning. 5. Keep an open mind. When determining which acts of service you'll perform, forget about gender-based stereotypes. People with words of affirmation as a love language value verbal acknowledgments of affection. You can keep your other half's love tank full by incorporating these gestures into your daily habits. Be encouraging and empathetic. Consistently share sentiments of support and understanding for your partner's successes and their struggles. Express your admiration. Give simple, straightforward compliments. Leave love notes. Written reminders of love can go a long way when you use a pen and paper. Create a custom playlist. Create a playlist of songs that remind you of your lover. Be vocal in bed. Expressing your pleasures and desires during intimate relations lets your partner know how good they make you feel, helping them feel more loved. People whose love language is quality time feel the most adored when their partner actively wants to spend time with them and is always down to hang out. If you're in a relationship with someone who speaks this love language, here are 5 tips to help you meet their needs. 1. Go out and about. Take a walk around the neighborhood or check your community calendar and attend a local event together. 2. Around the house. Prepare a new recipe or route around the garden together. Bust out a puzzle. Learn to play a new board game. 3. Get active. Raise your heart rates by working out together, or engage in any number of physical activities including bowling, hiking, and golfing. 4. Plan events and vacations. Whether you like to throw parties or explore the world, outline your next big undertaking by planning it together. 5. Engage in quality conversation. Tell your partner what's on your mind and ask them about what's going on in their life. People with physical touch as their love language feel loved when they receive physical signs of affection. Physical touch can be incredibly affirming and serve as a powerful emotional connector for people with this love language. Not everyone innately knows how to speak the love language of physical touch, but becoming fluent in it is a skill anyone can acquire. Here are 5 tips to help you respond to your partner's needs. 1. Hold hands. From walking in the park to waiting in a doctor's office, holding hands is easy to do almost anywhere. 2. Give hugs. Get in the habit of giving hugs before leaving home or when returning. 3. Give cuddles. Cuddle up on the couch while watching movies at home or in theaters. 4. Hold them. Whenever your partner is feeling sad, holding them closely can make tears disappear. 5. Dance together. Dancing together is a great way to get close. Receiving of gifts is a pretty straightforward love language. You feel loved when people give you visual symbols of love. It's not about the monetary value but the symbolic thought behind the item. If your partner speaks the love language of receiving gifts, here's 5 tips to help you make them feel loved. 1. Embrace the art of gift giving. View choosing presents for your partner as a skill to be honed and always try to choose items with sentimental value. 2. Never miss a gift-giving occasion. Set up recurring reminders on your calendar. 3. Share a steady stream of small gifts. Small tokens of affection can mean the world to your sweetheart, even if they only cost a few bucks. 4. Don't skip the souvenirs. If you travel for work, let them know you thought about them while you were away. 5. Put thought into every offering. A seashell that symbolizes a magical moment can mean far more than a fancy pair of earrings or expensive electronics. According to Gary Chapman, author, pastor and speaker who introduced the concept of love languages in his 1992 bestseller, The 5 Love Languages, words of affirmation are the most common primary love language by a small margin. That's based on the responses of 10,000 people who took the online quiz on his website in December 2010. Here's the breakdown. Words of affirmation, 23%. Quality time, 20%. Acts of service, 20%. Physical touch, 19%. Receiving gifts, 18%. Receiving gifts is one of the 5 primary love languages outlined by Dr. Gary Chapman in his book, The 5 Love Languages, How to Express Heartfelt Commitment to Your Mate. People whose primary love language is receiving gifts feel loved when they are given gifts. They do not have to be expensive gifts. In fact, inexpensive homemade gifts are often appreciated more than expensive jewelry or other luxury items. It really is the thought which counts, which is why it's wrong to assume that someone whose love language is receiving gifts is in any way greedy. People often try to express their love in their own primary love language. So, if your partner frequently buys you gifts, it could mean their love language is receiving gifts. Why not make them feel loved by surprising them with a gift of your own? Is your or your partner's primary love language receiving gifts? If so, let us know in the comments along with any gift ideas you may have. In his book, The 5 Love Languages, Gary Chapman tells us everyone has one of 5 primary love languages. But how can you tell which language is your partner's primary love language? Easy. Think about how they show love to you. Chances are, the way they show you they love you will be their primary love language. For instance, do they say, "Well done"? Their love language is words of affirmation. Do they always want to hang out? Their love language is quality time. Do they give you gifts? Their love language is receiving gifts. Do they bring you coffee? Their love language is acts of service. Do they hug you? Their love language is physical touch. Do you know your partner's primary love language? If so, let us know in the comments. If your partner's love language is physical touch, here's 5 ways to make them feel instantly loved. 1. Hold hands in public. Reach out and hold their hand when you're next out shopping and make them feel wanted. 2. Rub their back. Back rubs are always welcome, especially just before bed or after a hard day's work. 3. Give them a massage. To someone whose love language is physical touch, massages are sublime. 4. Hug them out of the blue. That's right, you heard. Give them a big hug just to say you love them. 5. Stroke their hair. Gently stroking their hair will invoke feelings of comfort and affection. Is your partner's love language physical touch? If so, how do you show them you love them? Let us know in the comments, but please keep it clean. This is a family show. If your partner's love language is words of affirmation, here's 5 ways to make them feel instantly loved. 1. Compliment them. Take the time to compliment them on a new hairstyle or choice of clothing. 2. Tell them you're proud of them. When they do something significant, don't just think it, tell them how proud you are of them. 3. Give verbal encouragement. If they are struggling, offer words of encouragement. A simple, "I can see how hard you're trying and I really appreciate it," can make their spirits soar. 4. Tell them you're always there for them. Even though they probably already know this, hearing it will make them feel very loved. 5. Speak well of them in public. Telling a friend how much you appreciate them when they are in earshot will give them a real boost. Is your partner's love language words of affirmation? If so, how do you tell them you love them? Let us know in the comments. If you and your partner have different love languages, don't freak out. In relationships, they say opposites attract, and that can be exciting. But when it comes to love languages, it's helpful to be on the same page. Not to necessarily have the same love language, but rather, to know which one your partner speaks, and make sure they know yours. If you and your partner have different love languages, don't worry. Everyone has their own way of how they like to be shown love, and you and your partner don't have to speak the same love language to be in a happy and healthy relationship. It really all boils down to communication, so if you don't know your partner's love language, go ahead and ask them. Is your love language the same as your partner's? If not, has it caused problems in your relationship? Let us know in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Watch the next video on your screen now.